Welcome to the Greatest 100, where we take you on an exciting journey through the top 100 greatest achievements that have changed our world. In this documentary, you'll see how simple ideas like discovering fire or inventing the wheel grew into innovations that transformed everyday life. From the earliest sparks of creativity to modern breakthroughs in technology, every part of our story shows how one small thought can light the way to a better future. Get ready to explore inventions, discoveries, and ideas explained in clear, simple way that makes it easy to understand. Each topic connects with the next to show the amazing chain of progress that has brought us to where we are today. Part 1. Fire, the first spark that lit up the world, long ago. Before there were matches or lighters, people discovered something truly amazing: fire. At first, they found a spark from nature, like lightning striking a tree, and soon learned how to keep that flame alive. Fire brought warmth during cold nights and light in the dark, but it did much more than that. It helped early humans cook their food, making it safer and easier to eat. And it kept wild animals away. Families would gather around the fire, sharing stories and ideas, sparking curiosity and hope. This simple discovery of fire was a small idea that grew into a powerful force, paving the way for countless other great achievements. Part 2. The wheel, a simple circle that changed travel. Before the wheel, moving heavy loads was a very tiring task. People had to lift and carry things by hand, which made travel slow and work very hard. One day, someone noticed that a round object could roll. This simple idea led to the invention of the wheel. With wheels, carts and wagons could be built, making it much easier to transport goods and travel long distances. Roads were soon made to help these wheeled vehicles move more smoothly. The wheel not only made life easier, but also connected communities by allowing people to trade and share ideas over greater distances. It is a clear example of how a small, creative idea can open up a world of possibilities. Part 3. Farming, settling down and growing food. After the discovery of fire and the invention of the wheel, people began to think about how to make their lives even more secure. They realized that instead of moving around all the time to find food, they could grow it themselves. This idea of farming started when someone planted seeds in the soil, watching them grow into crops. Farming changed everything. Families no longer had to wander in search of food. They could settle down in one place, build homes, and form communities. With a steady supply of food, people had more time to invent new things, learn new skills, and take care of one another. Farming laid the foundation for villages and eventually cities, showing how one simple idea can change the way we live. Part 4. Writing, telling stories for the future. After people had settled down and started farming, they began to see the need to remember important ideas, events, and rules. Early humans started by drawing simple pictures and symbols on clay and stone. These marks were the first steps toward writing. Over time, these symbols turned into a way to record thoughts, share stories, and keep track of trades and laws. Writing allowed communities to pass on their knowledge from one generation to the next. This simple idea of capturing thoughts on a surface grew into a powerful tool that helped people learn from the past and plan for the future. Part 5. Early religion, seeking meaning and unity. As communities grew larger, people began to ask big questions about the world around them. They wondered why the sun rose each day, why the rain fell, and what caused the changing seasons. To find comfort and explain these mysteries, they created simple stories and rituals about powerful forces and spirits. Early religion was about more than just explaining nature. It brought people together. Shared beliefs and celebrations helped create a sense of unity and purpose in the community. These early ideas provided comfort, guided behavior, and showed that even in a confusing world, there could be a shared way of understanding life's wonders. Part 6. Mathematics, the simple language of numbers. A long time ago, people needed a way to keep track of things like animals, days, and food. They began by making small marks on sticks or stones. These marks were simple, but they helped early people count what they had. Over time, these marks grew into a system of numbers. People learned how to add and take away, which helped them solve everyday problems. With these simple steps, they could share food fairly, plan when to plant crops, and even measure their land. As the idea of counting grew, so did its power. Mathematics became a language that helped everyone understand the world. It let people draw maps, build stronger homes, and plan for the future. Even simple math, like knowing the difference between more and less, made life easier. Today, every time we measure, count, or calculate, we are using the same basic ideas that started long ago with a few small marks on a stick. Mathematics shows us that a tiny idea can grow into a tool that changes everything. What started as a way to count animals and days now helps us understand the stars, build cities, and solve puzzles of nature. It all began with the simple idea of making a mark to count, a mark that lit the way for a world of numbers. Part 7. Early Laws. Simple rules for a fair community when people started living together in one place. They found that life could get messy without clear rules. Early on, communities made simple laws, basic ideas about right and wrong, to help everyone get along. These early laws were like guidelines that told people how to treat each other. For example, they taught everyone to share, be kind, and resolve arguments fairly. Even though these rules were simple, they made a big difference in keeping peace. With these early laws, neighbors learned to trust one another. When everyone knew what was expected, small disagreements were settled quickly and fairly. This created a safe space where people could work together, trade goods, and build strong communities. As more people joined in, these simple ideas of fairness grew into a system of rules that kept everyone safe and respected. The lessons from these early laws remind us that clear, simple rules can help create a community where everyone feels valued. They show that when people agree on basic guidelines, trust grows, and life becomes more peaceful. Even today, the idea that fairness starts with simple rules continues to guide us. Part 8. Democracy. Letting everyone have a say as communities grew. People discovered that every voice is important. This simple idea became the heart of democracy, a way for everyone to share their opinions and help make decisions together. In early gatherings, people would come together in a circle or at a common meeting place to talk about what was best for their community. They would discuss issues like food, safety, and how to work together, and then everyone got a chance to share their ideas. This way of including everyone made people feel respected and part of the community. When each person could speak and vote on ideas, decisions became fairer. Even though these early meetings were simple, they taught everyone that working together makes a community stronger. The idea that every voice matters was a small thought that grew into a powerful way of making choices that benefit all. Democracy reminds us that a simple belief in fairness can bring people together. By listening to each other, communities can solve problems and build a better future. Even now, when we vote or share our opinions, we are taking part in the same idea that started in those early gatherings, a belief that every voice counts and that working together can change the world. Part 9. Paper. A new way to write and share ideas before paper. People used heavy materials like clay, stone, or animal skin to write on. Then someone had a simple idea: make a light, thin material from plant fibers. This new material, called paper, made writing easier and faster. With paper, people could carry their ideas, stories, and records wherever they went. Paper helped spread knowledge because it was easy to use and cheap to make. People could write down what they learned, draw pictures, and share messages with others. This simple invention allowed ideas to travel from one community to another, making it possible for everyone to learn new things. Today, every time we write a note or draw a picture, we use the same idea that started with paper. The creation of paper shows how a small idea can change the way we communicate. It turned writing into a tool that connects people, helps us remember our history, and inspires future generations. Part 10. The printing press, spreading words to everyone long ago. Every book had to be copied by hand, one word at a time. This took a lot of time and meant that only a few people could have a copy. Then someone had a simple idea: build a machine that could print many copies quickly. This machine, called the printing press, changed the way people shared information. With the printing press, books, news, and ideas could be spread to many people at once. More people could read and learn new things because the printed word traveled far and wide. The simple idea of printing allowed knowledge to reach more hearts and minds, lighting a spark of learning everywhere. The printing press reminds us that when an idea is shared, it can grow much bigger. By making copies of words, it connected communities and helped people understand the world around them. Part 11. The scientific revolution. Learning by watching and testing for many years. People explained the world with old stories and beliefs. Then a new idea began. Learn about nature by watching closely and testing ideas. This was the start of the scientific revolution. People began asking simple questions like, why does this happen? And how does that work? They started doing experiments and making careful observations to find answers. This simple way of learning, by watching and testing, helped people understand the world better. It led to discoveries about the stars, the Earth, and even the human body. Each experiment and observation was a step toward understanding nature. The scientific revolution shows us that a small idea can change how we learn. By testing and exploring, people uncovered secrets of nature and opened up a new way of thinking that still guides us today. Part 12, Industrial Revolution. The age of machines after many great ideas had been discovered. People began using machines to help with hard work. This time was called the Industrial Revolution. Before, most tasks were done by hand, which took a lot of time and energy. Then, simple machines were built to do work faster and more easily. Factories were created where many machines worked together to make everyday items like clothes, tools, and food. This change helped communities produce more goods and changed how people worked and lived. The Industrial Revolution shows us that one new idea can change the way we do everyday tasks. Part 13, Steam Engine. The power of steam during the Industrial Revolution. Another important idea emerged, the steam engine. People learned that steam, which comes from boiling water, could be used to make power. With the steam engine, machines in factories could run faster and work harder. This new source of power also helped make transportation easier. Trains powered by steam began carrying people and goods over long distances. The steam engine is a clear example of how a simple idea, using steam for power, changed the way work was done and how people traveled. Part 14, Electricity, bringing light to the world as more ideas came to life. People discovered electricity, a force that could power lights, machines, and even whole cities. Before electricity, people relied on fire, candles, or oil lamps to see at night. The discovery of electricity brought a big change. It made it possible to light homes, run new types of machines, and even communicate over long distances. With electricity, dark nights turned into bright evenings, and daily life became safer and more comfortable. This breakthrough shows that a simple idea can bring light and energy, transforming the way we live. Part 15, The Telephone, connecting voices over distance before the telephone. People had to rely on letters, messengers, or face-to-face visits to share news and ideas. Then someone had a simple idea. Why not send our voices through wires so we can talk even when we are far apart? This idea grew into the telephone, a device that lets us hear the voice of someone who is not right next to us. It changed how families, friends, and businesses communicated, making the world feel smaller and more connected. The telephone allowed people to share important news quickly and helped friends and families stay in touch, even if they lived far away. It made it possible for emergency services to reach people faster and for businesses to coordinate their work over long distances. This small idea turned into a tool that changed how we connect with each other every day. Today, even though we now use cell phones and the internet, the basic idea of the telephone remains the same, helping us talk to one another, no matter how far apart we are. The invention of the telephone shows that one simple idea can bring people together and create a world where every voice can be heard. Part 16, The Light Bulb, bringing brightness to the night before the light bulb was invented. People relied on candles, oil lamps, or fires to see in the dark. These methods were not only dim, but sometimes dangerous as well. Then someone had a simple idea: create a small, bright light that could be switched on and off easily. This idea led to the invention of the light bulb, a tiny device that could turn night into day with just the flick of a switch. With the light bulb, homes, streets, and public spaces became safer and more welcoming after sunset. People could work, study, and enjoy time together well into the night. The light bulb transformed life by making it possible to see clearly in darkness, giving everyone more time to learn, create, and connect. It brought hope that even the smallest spark can make a big difference. Even now, as we continue to improve how we light our world with energy-saving bulbs and smart lighting, the idea behind the light bulb continues to inspire us. It reminds us that a simple invention can turn darkness into light, changing everyday life for the better. Part 17, The Automobile, a new way to journey long ago. People traveled on foot, by horse, or in carts, which made long journeys slow and tiring. Then someone had a simple idea: build a machine that can move on its own. This idea led to the creation of the automobile, a vehicle that could take people quickly and safely from one place to another. The automobile changed the way we travel, opening up new opportunities for work, adventure, and connection. With the invention of the automobile, families could visit friends in far-off towns, and businesses could move goods more efficiently. Cities grew as people were able to commute to work from greater distances, and the freedom to travel meant that exploring new places was no longer a difficult task. The automobile turned long, exhausting journeys into faster, more comfortable trips that connected communities like never before. Today, even as we see electric and self-driving cars on the roads, the basic idea of the automobile remains a symbol of progress and freedom. It shows us that one simple idea can change the way we move, opening the door to a world of endless possibilities and making travel accessible to everyone. Part 18. The airplane, soaring to new heights before airplanes. Long journeys were slow and tiring. People traveled by foot, by train, or by ship. Then someone had a simple idea: fly like a bird. This idea grew into the airplane. With airplanes, people could travel quickly across cities, countries, and even oceans. The airplane made it possible to visit new places that were once far away, connecting the world like never before. Airplanes also helped move goods and ideas faster. They made it easier for cultures to meet, share stories, and learn from one another. Trade grew, and communities that were once separated by vast distances became closer. The airplane showed that one creative idea could lift us into the sky and change the way we live. Today, modern airplanes are faster, safer, and more efficient. The simple idea of flying has evolved into a tool that continues to bring us together. It reminds us that a single spark of creativity can open up the world and let us soar to new heights. Part 19. Radio, bringing voices to the world before the radio. News and stories traveled slowly by letters or word of mouth. Then someone had a simple idea: use invisible waves to carry voices through the air. This idea grew into the radio. With the radio, people could listen to news, music, and stories even if they were far apart. It brought a sense of closeness to families and communities. No matter the distance, the radio made it possible for everyone to hear important events as they happened. People could listen to weather updates, learn about new ideas, or enjoy their favorite music right at home. This invention turned the air around us into a messenger that connected voices from one place to another. The radio helped bridge gaps between different communities and made the world feel a little smaller. Even today, radio continues to be a simple yet powerful way to share information. The idea that sound can travel through the air reminds us that one small idea can unite people, bringing voices together from every corner of the world. Part 20. Television, a window to the world before television. People learned about events from newspapers or by listening on the radio. Then someone had a simple idea: why not show moving images along with sound? This idea turned into television. With the television, people could see pictures and stories in their own homes. It was like having a window that opened up to the world, showing news, entertainment, and events as they happened. Television changed how people experienced the world. Families would gather around to watch stories unfold on the screen, learning about places and cultures far from home. The images and sounds made news more real and stories more exciting. With television, events that were once distant became a part of everyday life, making everyone feel connected. Today, television still brings us together by sharing powerful images and stories. It reminds us that a simple idea, a screen that shows life, can turn a small room into a gateway to the whole world. Part 21. The computer, starting the digital age before computers. People solve problems by writing notes, doing math by hand, or using simple machines. Then someone had a simple idea: create a machine that can process information. This idea turned into the computer, a tool that can calculate, store, and sort data quickly. With computers, work that used to take days can be done in seconds. They help us solve complex problems, design new inventions, and even play games. The computer brought about the digital age, making information easier to manage and share. Today, computers are in our homes, schools, and workplaces, showing how one small idea can change the way we live and learn. Part 22. The Internet, connecting people everywhere before the Internet. Sharing information meant writing letters or making phone calls, which could take a long time. Then someone had a simple idea: link computers together so they can talk to each other. This idea grew into the Internet, a vast network that connects millions of computers all over the world. With the Internet, people can send messages, share pictures, and learn about events as they happen, no matter where they are. It has made the world feel smaller by allowing us to connect with friends, family, and even strangers across great distances. The Internet shows us that a simple connection can lead to a network that brings the entire world closer together. Part 23. The World Wide Web, bringing information to your fingertips after computers and the Internet made it possible to share data. Someone had another simple idea: create a way for people to easily find and use that information. This idea became the World Wide Web. The web turns the Internet into a user-friendly space where anyone can click to learn new things, watch videos, or read stories. With just a few clicks, the web opens up a world of knowledge, making it simple to search for facts, explore new ideas, and connect with people all around the globe. The World Wide Web transformed the Internet from a complex network into an easy-to-use tool that puts information right at our fingertips. Part 24. Moon Landing. Reaching for the stars before the moon landing. People could only gaze up at the night sky and wonder about the mysteries of space. Then someone had a simple idea: why not travel beyond our Earth and explore the moon? This idea grew into a brave mission that reached the moon in 1969, when astronauts stepped onto the moon's surface. It was a giant leap for all of humanity. This achievement showed us that with hard work, teamwork, and new technology, we can explore even the most distant places. The moon landing changed how we see our world and inspired millions to dream big. It taught us that a small idea, believing we could go to space, could bring the whole world together in hope and wonder. Part 25. Nuclear power. A new source of energy before nuclear power. People relied on burning fuels like coal, oil, and wood to get energy. Then someone had a simple idea: what if we could use the tiny parts inside atoms to create power? This idea led to the discovery of nuclear power. By carefully splitting atoms, scientists found a way to release a huge amount of energy. Nuclear power quickly became a new way to produce electricity for cities and industries. It offered the possibility of generating power without the smoke and pollution of burning fuels. However, nuclear power also taught us the importance of safety and responsibility, because even a small mistake can have big consequences. Today, nuclear power remains a part of our energy mix, reminding us that a tiny part of nature can provide enormous energy when used wisely. Part 26. DNA, the code of life long before scientists knew its secret. Every living thing held a hidden code that made it unique. Then someone had a simple idea: perhaps there is a special molecule that carries the instructions for life. This idea led to the discovery of DNA, the molecule that holds our genetic blueprint. DNA looks like a long, twisted ladder, with tiny pieces called genes that tell our bodies how to grow, function, and even what we might look like. Learning about DNA changed the way we understand health, inheritance, and the very nature of life. It opened up new paths in medicine, allowing us to develop treatments for diseases and understand our own origins. The story of DNA shows us that a small, hidden code can unlock the secrets of life and guide us toward a healthier future. Part 27. The Human Genome Project, mapping the code of life before the Human Genome Project. Scientists knew that our bodies were made of genes, but they did not have a complete map of these instructions. Then someone had a simple idea: what if we could read all the genetic information inside each human cell? This idea grew into the Human Genome Project, a huge effort that involved many scientists from around the world working together for many years. By mapping all of our genes, the project helped us understand how our bodies work and how certain genes can make us more likely to get some diseases. This knowledge has led to new treatments and a better understanding of what makes us human. The Human Genome Project shows that a simple idea, mapping our genes, can unlock the secrets of life and lead to breakthroughs in medicine and science. Part 28. Vaccination, shielding against disease before vaccination. Diseases like smallpox, measles, and polio took many lives. Then someone had a simple idea: introduce a small, safe part of a disease into the body so that it can learn to fight the real thing. This idea turned into vaccination, a method that trains our immune systems to recognize and defeat dangerous germs. By using vaccines, communities have been able to stop outbreaks and save millions of lives. Vaccination is a clear example of how a simple, thoughtful idea can become a powerful tool to protect everyone from illness. It reminds us that sometimes a small dose of knowledge can create a shield that keeps us all safe. Part 29. Modern Antibiotics, a new weapon against infections in the past. Even a minor infection could be very dangerous, and many people suffered from illnesses that we now easily treat. Then someone discovered that certain substances could kill harmful bacteria. This simple idea led to the development of modern antibiotics, medicines that fight infections by stopping bacteria from growing or by killing them outright. Antibiotics have changed medicine by turning once deadly infections into treatable conditions. They're a powerful reminder that a small idea, when developed with care and science, can become a life-saving tool for people all over the world. Part 30. Modern Public Health Systems. Protecting communities together as our world grew more connected. People realized that staying healthy meant more than just treating sickness. It meant preventing it. A simple idea to keep everyone safe led to the creation of modern public health systems. These systems work to ensure that communities have clean water, safe food, and proper medical care. They include vaccination programs, health education, hospitals, and emergency plans to stop the spread of disease. By working together and following basic health guidelines, communities can protect themselves and improve quality of life for everyone. Modern public health systems show us that when we use simple ideas about care and prevention, we create a safer, healthier world for all. Part 31. Modern Education Systems. Opening the doors to learning long ago. Only a few had the chance to learn, but then someone had a simple idea: share knowledge with everyone. This idea led to the creation of modern schools and universities where children and adults could learn reading, writing, science, and art. With formal education, people began to understand the world better, solve problems, and create new inventions. Modern education has given millions the tools to dream big and build a better future. It reminds us that when we open the doors to learning, we empower entire communities and help shape a smarter, kinder world. Part 32. Digital Revolution. The Age of Information after the invention of computers and the internet. A new era began, one where information flows quickly and connects people everywhere. The simple idea to use digital technology to store, share, and access information changed how we work, learn, and communicate. This digital revolution made it possible to send messages in seconds, share stories with the world, and learn about almost anything with just a click. It transformed everyday life, making it easier to solve problems and connect with others. The digital revolution shows that one small idea in technology can bring people together and create a world of endless information. Part 33. Renewable Energy Technologies. Powering a greener future as we learned more about our planet. A simple idea emerged: use energy that does not harm nature. This idea led to the development of renewable energy sources such as solar panels, wind turbines, and hydroelectric power. These technologies harness natural forces to create electricity without burning fossil fuels, reducing pollution and helping protect the environment. Renewable energy has opened the door to a cleaner and more sustainable future, where power is both abundant and kind to our Earth. It shows us that smart ideas about energy can lead to a healthier planet for everyone. Part 34. Medical Imaging. A window inside the body before modern tools. Doctors could only guess what was happening inside the human body. Then someone had a simple idea: use technology to see inside without surgery. This idea gave birth to medical imaging techniques like X-rays, MRI scans, and CT scans. These tools allow doctors to view bones, organs, and tissues in a safe and painless way, leading to better diagnoses and treatments. Medical imaging has transformed healthcare by letting doctors catch problems early and plan the best care for their patients. It is a clear example of how a simple idea can open a window into the human body and save lives. Part 35. Virtual and Augmented Reality. New worlds of experience in our modern world. Technology continues to amaze us with new ways to experience life. A simple idea led to virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, where digital images and sounds blend with the real world. VR lets us step into completely different, immersive worlds, while AR adds digital information to our everyday surroundings. These innovations are changing how we learn, play, and work by offering experiences that were once impossible, whether exploring distant planets or training for new skills. VR and AR open exciting new paths for creativity and learning. They remind us that when we combine imagination with technology, even the wildest ideas can become reality. Part 36. Reusable rocket technologies. Making space travel cheaper before reusable rockets. Every rocket was used only once and then discarded. This made space travel very expensive and limited how often we could explore space. Then someone had a simple idea. What if rockets could be built to fly up, deliver their cargo, and then come back down to be used again? This idea led to reusable rocket technologies. By building rockets that can be recovered and launched again, space agencies and companies can save money and resources. Reusable rockets have made it possible to plan more frequent missions, help deliver supplies to space stations, and even bring plans for future space travel closer to reality. This simple idea of reusing parts shows that when we rethink how we do things, we can make big changes that open up new frontiers. Part 37. Cybersecurity technologies. Keeping our digital world safe as more of our lives moved into the digital world with computers and the internet. Protecting our information became very important. People had a simple idea. Create ways to keep our digital information safe from those who might try to steal or misuse it. This idea grew into cybersecurity technologies. These tools and methods help protect our personal data, financial records, and important communications. They work like locks and alarms for computers and networks. Cybersecurity helps prevent problems like hacking and data breaches, ensuring that our digital world stays secure. This simple idea of protecting information is essential for keeping our modern lives running smoothly. Part 38. Wearable technology. Tracking health and activity on the go in the past. Checking our health or tracking our daily activity meant going to a doctor or keeping a written record. Then someone had a simple idea. Why not wear a small device that can track our steps, heart rate, and sleep patterns? This idea led to wearable technology, such as smartwatches and fitness trackers. These devices help people keep an eye on their health every day by collecting easy-to-read data about their activities. They remind us to move more, get enough sleep, and even relax when needed. Wearable technology shows us that a small, simple device can play a big role in helping us live healthier lives. Part 39. Digital payment systems. Changing the way we use money for many years. Exchanging money meant carrying cash or writing checks. Then someone had a simple idea. Use computers and phones to make payments quickly and safely. This idea turned into digital payment systems. With digital payments, people can send money or pay for goods and services online without needing cash. These systems, like mobile apps and online banking, make transactions fast, secure, and easy to track. Digital payment systems have changed how we shop, pay bills, and even donate to causes. They show that a simple idea about using technology for money can make everyday life more convenient and connected. Part 40. Global humanitarian aid networks. Coming together to help others when disasters strike or when communities face hardship. People need help fast. A simple idea emerged. Create networks that connect organizations, volunteers, and resources all over the world to provide aid where it's needed most. These global humanitarian aid networks work together to deliver food, water, shelter, and medical care during emergencies. They also support long-term efforts to rebuild communities after disasters. By sharing information and resources quickly, these networks help save lives and bring hope to those in crisis. This idea shows us that when people unite to help one another, even a small act of kindness can grow into a powerful movement for change. Part 41. Smart home technologies, making our homes work smarter before smart home devices. People had to control every light, heater, or security system by hand. Then someone had a simple idea. What if our homes could work for us? Smart home technologies use small computers and sensors to automatically adjust things like lighting, temperature, and even alarms. With these devices, you can turn off lights or change the temperature from your phone, no matter where you are. This simple idea makes homes more comfortable and helps save energy. It shows us that even everyday places like our homes can become smarter and easier to live in with a bit of creative thinking. Part 42. Electric transportation, greener ways to move for many years. Most vehicles ran on gasoline, which caused pollution and relied on non-renewable resources. Then someone had a simple idea: build vehicles that run on electricity. Electric transportation includes cars, e-bikes, and scooters that use rechargeable batteries. These vehicles are much cleaner because they produce little to no pollution, and they often run more quietly than traditional engines. Using electric transportation can help reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and protect the environment. This idea shows that by rethinking how we move, we can create a greener and healthier world. Part 43. Sustainable urban planning. Designing better cities as more people moved into cities. Problems like traffic, pollution, and crowded spaces became common. Then someone had a simple idea: plan cities to work with nature instead of against it. Sustainable urban planning means designing cities with green spaces, efficient public transport, and energy-saving buildings. With these ideas, cities can have cleaner air, less traffic, and more parks and community spaces where people can relax. This approach helps cities grow in a way that is healthy for both people and the environment. It reminds us that thoughtful planning can make urban life more enjoyable and sustainable. Part 44. Crowdfunding platforms, giving everyone a chance to fund ideas before crowdfunding. New projects often needed big investments from banks or wealthy backers. Then someone had a simple idea: why not let many people chip in small amounts of money to support creative projects? This idea turned into crowdfunding platforms like Kickstarter and GoFundMe. These platforms allow anyone with a good idea to ask the public for support, with many small contributions coming together. Even the most ambitious projects can get off the ground. Crowdfunding shows that when people work together, a small amount from many can add up to make a big difference. Part 45. Peer-to-peer sharing economies, sharing resources for a better world in the past. Most people owned what they needed, from cars to houses, and rarely shared these resources. Then someone had a simple idea: what if we could share things with each other? This idea led to the peer-to-peer sharing economy. Platforms like Airbnb and Uber let people share their homes or cars with others who need them. This way, resources are used more efficiently, saving money and reducing waste. By sharing, communities can build trust and work together, making life more connected and sustainable. This simple idea of sharing shows that when we use what we have wisely, everyone benefits. Part 46. Cloud computing, storing information in the sky before cloud computing. People saved their files on local computers or hard drives, which meant your data stayed in one place. Then someone had a simple idea: why not store information on remote servers, so you can access it from anywhere? This idea grew into what we now call cloud computing. With cloud computing, your photos, documents, and videos live on the internet rather than on just one computer. This means you can log in from any device, whether you're at home, at school, or on vacation, and get your files instantly. It also lets people work together easily, sharing large projects without having to email huge files back and forth. Cloud computing shows us that a simple idea of storing data in the cloud can change the way we keep and share our information, making our lives more connected and flexible. Part 47. GPS technology, finding our way before GPS. Finding your way often meant unfolding a paper map or asking for directions, which could be confusing and time-consuming. Then someone had a simple idea: use satellites orbiting the Earth to help locate positions on the ground. This idea became the Global Positioning System, or GPS. GPS works by having satellites send signals to devices like smartphones and car navigation systems, which then calculate your exact location. This technology helps drivers find the best route to their destination, guides hikers through unfamiliar trails, and even helps airplanes land safely. GPS has changed the way we travel, showing that a simple idea of using space-based signals can make finding our way much easier. Part 48. Mobile communication networks, keeping us connected in the early days. Staying in touch over long distances meant relying on landlines or sending letters, which could take a long time. Then someone had a simple idea: build wireless networks that let mobile phones communicate anywhere. This idea led to the development of mobile communication networks like 4G and 5G. With these networks, people can make calls, send messages, and browse the internet on the go. This technology has made it possible for us to stay connected with family and friends no matter where we are. Mobile networks also allow businesses to operate across great distances and enable new forms of entertainment and education. This simple idea of wireless communication has brought the world closer together, changing how we connect and share every day. Part 49. Autonomous Vehicle Technology. Cars that drive themselves for a long time. Every car needed a driver to control it, which sometimes led to accidents or traffic jams. Then someone had a simple idea. Why not create cars that can drive themselves? This idea turned into autonomous vehicle technology. Self-driving cars use cameras, sensors, and smart computers to see the road, understand their surroundings, and make decisions like when to turn or stop, all without human help. These vehicles promise to make travel safer and more efficient by reducing errors caused by tired or distracted drivers. Although this technology is still being perfected, it shows that a simple idea of letting machines take control can open up a whole new way of thinking about transportation. Part 50. Energy Storage Technologies. Powering a brighter future before modern batteries. Saving energy for later use was a big challenge. Then someone had a simple idea. Develop better ways to store energy so that we can use it when we need it most. This idea led to advances in energy storage technologies, such as lithium-ion batteries. Today, these batteries power our smartphones, laptops, and electric cars, and they also store energy generated by solar panels and wind turbines. With improved energy storage, we can capture energy when it's abundant and use it during times of high demand, helping to balance the energy supply and reduce waste. This simple idea of better energy storage is key to building a cleaner, more sustainable future, showing how a small innovation can have a big impact on our daily lives and the health of our planet. Part 51. 3D Printing. Building objects layer by layer before 3D printing. Making new objects meant using traditional methods that were slow and costly. Then someone had a simple idea. What if you could build items one layer at a time from a digital design? This idea turned into 3D printing. With a 3D printer, you can create toys, tools, or even medical devices by adding thin layers of material until the object is complete. It allows for quick, custom production and can even produce shapes that are hard to make by other methods. This simple idea shows that building things layer by layer can open up a world of new possibilities for creativity and innovation. Part 52. Telemedicine. Bringing doctors closer before telemedicine. Visiting a doctor often meant traveling long distances and waiting in crowded clinics. Then someone had a simple idea. Use technology to connect patients and doctors without needing to be in the same place. This idea became telemedicine, which uses video calls and digital tools to provide medical advice, diagnoses, and even treatment remotely. Telemedicine makes healthcare more accessible, especially for people living in remote areas or those who have difficulty traveling. It shows that a simple idea of connecting through technology can help keep us healthier and make medical care more reachable for everyone. Part 53. Remote work technologies. Working together from anywhere in the past. People usually had to work in the same building or office every day. Then someone had a simple idea. Why not use technology so people can work from anywhere? This idea led to remote work technologies like video conferencing, online collaboration tools, and cloud storage. These tools let teams share ideas, hold meetings, and work on projects together even when they are far apart. Remote work can save time on commuting and allows people from different places to work side by side on the same projects. This idea shows us that work can be flexible and connected, no matter where we are. Part 54. Online education platforms. Learning anytime, anywhere before online education. Learning mostly happened in classrooms with textbooks and lectures. Then someone had a simple idea. Create a digital space where anyone can learn at their own pace, no matter where they live. This idea turned into online education platforms, where students can watch videos, take interactive lessons, and even join virtual classes from all over the world. These platforms make it possible for anyone to learn new skills or study new subjects at any time, opening up a world of knowledge beyond the traditional classroom. It shows that when learning moves online, education becomes accessible to more people. Part 55. Artificial intelligence. Teaching machines to think for many years. Computers only did exactly what they were programmed to do. Then someone had a simple idea. What if we could teach machines to learn and make decisions on their own? This idea gave rise to artificial intelligence, or AI. With AI, computers can analyze large amounts of information, recognize patterns, and even learn from experience. Today, AI helps us by suggesting the fastest route home, improving medical diagnoses, and even creating art. It shows that a simple idea of making machines smarter can change how we solve problems and make our lives easier. Part 56, Blockchain Technology, Securing Data with Simple Blocks Before Blockchain. Sharing and keeping records on the internet could be risky because data might be changed without permission. Then someone had a simple idea. Use a chain of blocks, where each block holds a piece of information and is linked to the next one. This idea grew into blockchain technology. Each block is like a page in a record book that everyone can see, but no one can easily change. This makes the data very secure. Blockchain is used to protect money transactions, contracts, and many types of digital records. It shows that by linking simple blocks of data in a smart way, we can keep our digital world safe and trustworthy. Part 57, Advanced Robotics, Helping Hands for a Modern World for Many Years. Machines were built only to do simple, repetitive tasks. Then someone had a simple idea. Create robots that can learn and work alongside humans. This idea led to advanced robotics. These machines can perform complicated jobs, from assembling cars in factories to assisting in surgeries at hospitals. Advanced robots use sensors and smart computers to understand their surroundings and make decisions. They help make work safer and easier, especially in environments that are too dangerous for people. This simple idea of building smart machines shows us that when technology is used with care, robots can become helpful partners in our everyday lives. Part 58, Space Telescopes, Exploring the Universe from Afar Before Space Telescopes. Our view of the universe was limited by Earth's atmosphere, which could blur and hide distant stars and galaxies. Then someone had a simple idea. Put a telescope in space, where the view is clear and unhindered. This idea grew into space telescopes like the Hubble Space Telescope. Floating high above Earth, these telescopes capture crisp images of far-off galaxies, nebulae, and planets. They help scientists discover new stars and learn about the history of our universe. Space telescopes show us that a simple change in where we look can open up a whole new view of the cosmos and inspire us to learn more about our place in the universe. Part 59, Social Media, Sharing Our Stories Worldwide Before Social Media. People shared news and stories mainly through newspapers, letters, or in person. Then someone had a simple idea. Create online platforms where people could easily share their thoughts, pictures, and videos with friends and even strangers around the world. This idea turned into social media. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram let people connect instantly, share their daily lives, and learn about events as they happen. Social media has changed how we communicate, allowing everyone to have a voice and share their stories. It reminds us that a simple idea about staying connected can bring people together across the globe. Part 60, Climate Innovation. Simple ideas for a greener planet as concerns about pollution and global warming grew. Someone had a simple idea. Use technology and new methods to protect our environment. This idea led to many climate innovations. Scientists and engineers began creating cleaner energy sources, like improved solar panels and wind turbines, and developing smart systems to reduce waste and save energy. Innovations like these help lower pollution, conserve resources, and slow down climate change. Climate innovation shows us that small, thoughtful ideas can grow into powerful solutions that protect our planet for future generations. Part 61, Modern Banking Systems, Changing How Money Moves Before Modern Banking. People managed money in simple ways, using coins, cash, or even barter. Then someone had a simple idea. Create a system that could safely store money, make transactions faster, and even lend money to help people and businesses grow. This idea led to modern banking. Banks began to use clear rules, records, and later technology to make handling money easier and more secure. With modern banking, people can now use debit and credit cards, online transfers, and mobile apps to manage their money quickly. This simple idea transformed the way we save, spend, and invest money, making everyday financial transactions smoother and helping the economy grow. Part 62, globalization and free trade. Linking markets and cultures in the past, countries traded goods mostly with their neighbors, and markets were small and local. Then someone had a simple idea: open up trade between nations so that goods, ideas, and cultures could flow freely. This idea led to globalization and free trade agreements. By removing many trade barriers, countries began exchanging products and services on a global scale. This meant that products from faraway lands became available locally, and businesses could reach new markets. Globalization brought people together through shared goods and ideas, making the world more connected and giving everyone access to a wider range of products and cultures. Part 63: Modern Sports and Athletic Training Technologies. Pushing the limits of performance for a long time, athletes trained with basic methods, relying on natural talent and simple exercises. Then someone had a simple idea: use science and technology to help athletes train smarter and perform better. This idea led to modern sports and athletic training technologies. With tools like video analysis, wearable sensors, and specialized equipment, athletes can now track their performance, avoid injuries, and improve their skills more effectively. Coaches use this technology to create training programs tailored to each athlete's needs. The result is faster runners, stronger players, and record-breaking performances that inspire us all. This simple idea shows how technology can help push the limits of human potential in sports. Part 64: Streaming Media Platforms. Enjoying entertainment on demand before streaming media. Watching movies or listening to music meant waiting for TV shows at a set time or buying physical copies. Then someone had a simple idea: deliver entertainment directly over the internet so people can enjoy it whenever they want. This idea turned into streaming media platforms. Today, with just a few clicks, you can watch your favorite shows, listen to music, or catch up on news from anywhere at any time. Streaming has changed the way we experience entertainment by making it flexible and personalized. It reminds us that a simple idea to share content online can revolutionize how we enjoy stories and connect with creative work from all over the world. Part 65: Waste Management and Recycling Technologies. Turning trash into treasure for many years, much of our trash ended up in landfills, causing pollution and wasting resources. Then someone had a simple idea: find a way to recycle and reuse waste, turning it into something valuable. This idea led to advances in waste management and recycling technologies. Now, special machines and systems help sort, clean, and process waste materials like plastic, paper, and metal so they can be used again. These technologies reduce pollution, save energy, and even create new products from what was once discarded. The simple idea of recycling shows us that by rethinking waste, we can protect our environment and make better use of our resources for a cleaner, greener future. Part 66: Agricultural Biotechnology. Using science to grow more food before agricultural biotechnology, farmers relied on traditional methods to grow crops, which sometimes struggled against pests, diseases, or harsh weather. Then someone had a simple idea: use science to help plants grow stronger and produce more food. This idea led to agricultural biotechnology, where scientists use techniques like genetic research and selective breeding to create crops that can better resist disease, tolerate difficult weather, and yield more harvest. This innovation helps farmers feed more people around the world and reduces the risk of food shortages. It shows that by combining nature with science, we can improve our food supply and make agriculture more resilient. Part 67: Smart Grid Technologies. Modernizing how we use energy. In the past, electricity flowed from power plants to our homes in a one-way, often inefficient system. Then someone had a simple idea: create a smarter, more efficient way to manage energy. This idea turned into smart grid technologies. By using computers, sensors, and digital communication, smart grids can monitor energy use in real time and adjust the flow of electricity to where it's needed most. This means less waste, fewer blackouts, and a better integration of renewable energy sources like solar and wind. Smart grid technology shows us that a simple idea to make energy systems smarter can lead to a cleaner, more reliable, and eco-friendly future. Part 68: Global Communication Technologies. Keeping the world connected before modern communication tools. Sending a message over long distances could take days, weeks, or even months. Then someone had a simple idea: use technology to connect people instantly, no matter where they are. Global communication technologies such as satellites, fiber optic cables, and advanced mobile networks now allow us to send messages, share pictures, and talk face to face almost instantly. This innovation has brought the world closer together, making it easier for people to share ideas, cultures, and news from every corner of the globe. It reminds us that a simple idea to connect people can create a world where distance is no longer a barrier. Part 69: Software and Operating Systems. The heart of modern computers. Long ago, computers could only perform a few basic tasks, and each machine was limited to what its programmers told it to do. Then someone had a simple idea: develop software and operating systems that let computers run many different programs and perform various tasks. Today, these systems are the heart of our digital world, enabling computers to manage everything from playing games to controlling smart devices at home. Software makes our computers versatile and powerful, turning them into tools that help us learn, work, and create in countless ways. This simple idea of programming has unlocked endless possibilities in our modern lives. Part 70: Supply Chain and Logistics Technology. Making global trade work. Before modern supply chain and logistics technology, moving goods from one place to another was often slow, complicated, and sometimes unreliable. Then someone had a simple idea: use technology to track and manage the movement of goods around the world. With advanced tracking systems, computerized inventory, and efficient transportation networks, supply chains today can monitor where products are at every step of their journey. This technology helps businesses reduce delays, cut costs, and deliver items like food, clothes, and electronics quickly and safely. It shows that a simple idea to organize and track resources can make global trade more efficient and help keep the world connected. Part 71: Mobile Health, mHealth Technologies. Healthcare at your fingertips. Before mobile health technologies, keeping track of our health meant visiting a doctor or using bulky equipment at clinics. Then someone had a simple idea: use mobile devices like smartphones and wearable gadgets to monitor health. This idea grew into mHealth, where apps and smart devices help track things like heart rate, steps, and even sleep patterns. With mHealth, people can check their health on the go and share important data with their doctors quickly. This simple idea makes healthcare more accessible, helping us manage our well-being anytime and anywhere. Part 72: Advancements in Nanotechnology, Small Particles. Big changes. Before nanotechnology, scientists worked with materials at sizes we can see. Then someone had a simple idea: what if we could work with materials at an incredibly small scale? So small that we're talking about atoms and molecules? This idea led to nanotechnology. By manipulating tiny particles, scientists have created materials that are stronger, lighter, or even more efficient. Nanotechnology is used in medicine for better drug delivery, in electronics for faster computers, and in energy for more efficient solar panels. It shows us that focusing on the tiniest details can lead to big improvements in our everyday lives. Part 73: Revolution in Mobile Application Ecosystems. Apps that change our lives. In the early days, mobile phones were used mostly for calls and texts. Then someone had a simple idea: why not add small programs or apps that let the phone do many more things? This idea turned into a huge ecosystem of mobile apps. Today, apps help us with directions, keep us in touch with friends, let us learn new things, and even help us shop online. They have transformed our phones into powerful tools that fit right into our daily routines. This revolution in mobile applications shows that a simple idea, adding useful programs to our devices, can make life more fun and efficient. Part 74: Next Generation Medical Treatments. Personalizing healthcare. For many years, medicine treated everyone the same way, even if people were very different. Then someone had a simple idea: use each person's unique information, like their genes and lifestyle, to tailor treatments just for them. This idea led to next-generation medical treatments that are more precise. With personalized medicine, doctors can choose the best drugs and therapies for each patient, reducing side effects and improving results. This approach is helping fight diseases like cancer more effectively and shows that when healthcare is customized for the individual, it can save more lives. Part 75: Breakthroughs in Disaster Response and Early Warning Systems. Saving lives quickly. Before modern systems, natural disasters like earthquakes, hurricanes, and floods often caught people by surprise. Then someone had a simple idea: use technology to detect early signs of danger and warn communities immediately. This idea led to breakthroughs in disaster response and early warning systems. Today, sensors, satellites, and computers work together to monitor weather and geological activities. These systems can alert people minutes or even hours before a disaster strikes, giving them time to evacuate and prepare. This simple idea, getting a quick warning, has saved countless lives and shows how technology can help protect us when every second counts. Part 76. Internet of Things, smart devices everywhere before the Internet of Things (IoT). Most devices worked on their own. Then someone had a simple idea: connect everyday objects to the internet so they could share information and work together. This idea grew into the IoT, where items like refrigerators, watches, and even light bulbs become smart. They can monitor conditions, send alerts, or adjust settings automatically. For example, a smart thermostat can learn your schedule and adjust the temperature to save energy. The IoT makes our homes, schools, and cities more efficient by letting devices communicate with each other. It shows that a simple idea, connecting things, can turn ordinary objects into helpful tools that make our lives easier. Part 77. Quantum computing, unlocking new levels of power for many years. Computers worked using bits that were either 0 or 1. Then someone had a simple idea: use the strange rules of quantum physics to create computers that can handle many possibilities at once. This idea is called quantum computing. Instead of bits, quantum computers use quantum bits, or qubits, which can be both 0 and 1 at the same time. This allows them to solve certain problems much faster than regular computers. Although quantum computers are still in the early stages, they promise to revolutionize areas like medicine, weather forecasting, and encryption. Quantum computing shows that by thinking about problems in a new way, we can unlock powerful tools for the future. Part 78. Gene editing. A new way to treat diseases before gene editing. Many diseases were very hard to treat because they were part of our genetic code. Then someone had a simple idea: what if we could change small parts of our genes to fix these problems? This idea led to gene editing techniques like CRISPR, which allow scientists to make precise changes in DNA. With gene editing, researchers are finding new ways to treat genetic diseases, improve crops, and even fight infections. It is a powerful tool that can help correct problems at the very source, our genes. Gene editing shows us that a simple idea can change the blueprint of life and offer hope for cures that were once impossible. Part 79. Digital privacy. Protecting personal information in the digital age as we use more digital tools to work, learn, and communicate. A simple idea became very important: protect our personal information. Digital privacy means keeping our data, like photos, messages, and financial details, safe from unauthorized access. With more devices connected to the internet, strong digital privacy practices and tools are needed to stop hackers and unwanted surveillance. This idea has led to encryption, secure networks, and laws that help protect our online lives. Digital privacy shows us that a simple focus on keeping data safe can build trust in our digital world and help everyone feel secure while using technology. Part 80. Smart cities, building the cities of tomorrow before smart cities. Urban areas often struggled with traffic, pollution, and inefficient services. Then someone had a simple idea: use technology to make cities work better for everyone. Smart cities use sensors, cameras, and digital systems to manage traffic, monitor air quality, and improve energy use. For example, smart traffic lights can change in real time to ease congestion, and smart waste systems can optimize garbage collection. This technology helps create cities that are safer, cleaner, and more efficient. Smart cities show us that when simple ideas about connectivity and data come together, they can transform urban life and build a better future for all. Part 81. Advanced material science, creating stronger, lighter materials before advanced material science. People used traditional materials like wood, metal, and concrete for building and making everyday objects. Then someone had a simple idea: what if we could create new materials that are even stronger, lighter, or more flexible? This idea led to discoveries such as carbon fiber, graphene, and new metal alloys. These advanced materials help build faster airplanes, stronger sports equipment, and even flexible electronics like bendable screens. By exploring the tiny building blocks of matter, scientists found ways to improve how things are made and used. Advanced material science shows us that a simple idea of testing new substances can change the way we build our world and make our everyday tools better. Part 82. Mars Exploration, Discovering the Red Planet for Many Years. Mars was just a red dot in the night sky that sparked our curiosity. Then someone had a simple idea: send robots and spacecraft to explore Mars up close. This idea turned into a series of missions, including orbiters, landers, and rovers that travel to Mars and study its surface. These missions have captured stunning images, uncovered clues about water, and searched for signs that life might once have existed there. Mars exploration teaches us about the history of our solar system and inspires us to keep dreaming about living on other planets. It shows that a simple idea to explore can turn the unknown into a world of discovery. Part 83. Smart Agriculture, Farming with Technology in the Past. Farming relied on traditional methods passed down through generations, with farmers working hard by hand or using basic tools. Then someone had a simple idea: use modern technology to help grow food more efficiently and with less waste. This idea led to smart agriculture, where farmers use sensors, drones, and computer data to monitor soil, water, and crop health. With these tools, they can decide exactly when to water or fertilize their fields, leading to better harvests and more sustainable practices. Smart agriculture helps ensure that communities have enough food while using resources wisely, showing that a simple idea of adding technology to farming can make a big difference in our world. Part 84. Big Data, Learning from Lots of Information Before the Era of Big Data. People made decisions based on small samples of information or personal experience. Then someone had a simple idea: gather huge amounts of information from many sources and use computers to find patterns and answers. This idea turned into big data technology. Today, scientists, businesses, and governments collect and analyze massive amounts of data, from weather patterns to shopping habits, to make smarter choices. Big data helps improve healthcare by predicting outbreaks, guides businesses in creating better products, and even helps cities plan for traffic and growth. This simple idea shows us that by looking at lots of information together, we can discover insights that change how we live. Part 85. International Space Station, Living and Working in Space Before the International Space Station, ISS. Space was mostly a place for short missions and experiments. Then someone had a simple idea: build a space station where astronauts from different countries could live and work together for long periods. This idea grew into the ISS, a laboratory orbiting Earth that is shared by many nations. On the ISS, scientists conduct experiments in space, study how the human body adapts to low gravity, and test new technologies for future space travel. The ISS is a symbol of international cooperation and shows that when people work together, even the most challenging ideas can become a reality. It reminds us that a simple idea of teamwork can lead to amazing discoveries far above our world. Part 86. Microwave Oven, Heating Food Quickly and Safely Before Microwave Ovens. Heating food was slow and relied on stoves, ovens, or open fires. Then someone had a simple idea: use microwave energy to heat food fast. This idea grew into the microwave oven, which uses tiny energy waves to make water molecules in the food move and generate heat. With a microwave, you can warm up leftovers or cook a quick meal in just a few minutes. This invention shows that a simple idea about using energy in a new way can make our everyday cooking faster and more convenient. Part 87. Digital Camera, Capturing Moments Instantly Before Digital Cameras. People used film cameras that required developing pictures in a lab, a process that took time and effort. Then someone had a simple idea: capture images digitally so that you can see your photos right away. This idea led to the digital camera, which records pictures electronically and lets you review them instantly on a screen. With digital cameras, storing, sharing, and even editing photos became much easier. This invention reminds us that a simple idea using electronics can transform the way we capture and share memories. Part 88. Virtual Collaboration Tools, Working Together Online Before Virtual Collaboration Tools. Teams had to meet in person or rely on phone calls and emails to work together, which sometimes slowed things down. Then someone had a simple idea: create online tools that let people work together in real time, even when they are far apart. This idea turned into video conferencing, shared documents, and project management apps that allow team members to connect and collaborate as if they were in the same room. These tools make it easier to share ideas and solve problems quickly, showing that a simple idea to connect online can make teamwork smoother and more efficient. Part 89: Digital Music Platforms. Changing how we listen to music before digital music platforms. People listen to music using physical media like CDs, vinyl records, or tapes, and radio schedules often limited when you could hear your favorite songs. Then someone had a simple idea: deliver music over the internet so that anyone can listen anytime, anywhere. This idea turned into digital music platforms, where you can stream or download songs on your computer or phone. These platforms have made it easier for artists to share their music and for listeners to discover new tunes. This change shows that a simple idea to use technology for sharing music can completely transform how we enjoy our favorite sounds. Part 90: Modern Refrigeration. Keeping food fresh longer before modern refrigeration. People used iceboxes or cool cellars to try to keep their food from spoiling. But these methods were often unreliable. Then someone had a simple idea: create a machine that keeps food cold all the time. This idea led to the modern refrigerator, which uses a cooling system to lower the temperature inside a special compartment. With refrigeration, food stays fresh for much longer, reducing waste and making storage easier. This invention has changed our daily lives by ensuring that we have safe, fresh food available whenever we need it. Part 91: The smartphone, a pocket-sized powerhouse before smartphones. People use simple cell phones mostly for calls and texts. Then someone had a simple idea: combine a phone with a computer to create a device that fits in your pocket. This idea grew into the smartphone. With a smartphone, you can call, text, take photos, access the internet, and use many apps, all from one small device. Smartphones have changed the way we learn, work, and play. They put a powerful tool in our hands that keeps us connected to the world, no matter where we are. Part 92: Virtual Assistants. A digital helper at your command before virtual assistants. People had to look up information or set reminders on their own. Then someone had a simple idea: create a digital helper that understands your voice and can answer questions. This idea turned into virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. These helpers can play music, set alarms, give directions, and control smart devices in your home. They make everyday tasks simpler and help us find information quickly. Virtual assistants show that a simple idea to use technology for a little extra help can make life more convenient and fun. Part 93: E-commerce platforms. Shopping made easy before e-commerce. Shopping meant going to stores in person, which could take a lot of time. Then someone had a simple idea: use the internet to create a marketplace where you can buy things from home. This idea grew into e-commerce platforms like Amazon and eBay. With these platforms, you can browse products, compare prices, and have items delivered to your door. E-commerce has changed the way we shop, making it faster, easier, and available to people all around the world. It shows that a simple idea to connect buyers and sellers online can completely transform commerce. Part 94: Autonomous drones. Eyes in the sky before drones. Taking pictures or videos from the air meant using helicopters or airplanes, which were expensive and hard to manage. Then someone had a simple idea: create small, unmanned flying devices that can be controlled remotely. This idea turned into autonomous drones. Drones can capture stunning aerial photos, help deliver packages, and even assist in search and rescue missions. They can reach places that are difficult or dangerous for people, providing a new way to see and explore our world. Autonomous drones show that a simple idea to fly without a pilot can open up many new possibilities in photography, delivery, and safety. Part 95: Cryptocurrency. Digital money for a new era before cryptocurrency. Money was physical, coins, paper bills, or, when used digitally, it was controlled by banks. Then someone had a simple idea: create money that exists only online and works without a central bank. This idea led to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Cryptocurrencies use advanced computer technology to secure transactions and manage money without needing traditional banks. They allow people to send and receive money quickly and safely over the internet. Cryptocurrency shows that a simple idea about digital money can change how we think about finance and make transactions more open and efficient for everyone. Part 96: Biometric Security. A personal key to safety before biometric security. People protected their devices and information with passwords or PINs that anyone might guess. Then someone had a simple idea: use something unique to each person, like a fingerprint, face, or even an iris, as a key to unlock devices and secure data. This idea grew into biometric security, where special sensors and software check your unique features before giving access. Biometric security makes our digital lives safer by reducing the risk of unauthorized access. With just a glance or a touch, your phone, computer, or even a secure building can recognize you. This simple idea of using our own unique traits shows that protecting personal information can be both smart and easy, keeping our digital world safer. Part 97: High-speed rail. Connecting cities rapidly before high-speed rail. Long-distance train travel was often slow and less efficient compared to other forms of transport. Then someone had a simple idea: build trains that run much faster using new technology and better tracks. This idea turned into high-speed rail, which allows trains to travel at very high speeds while still being safe and comfortable. High-speed rail connects cities quickly, reducing travel time and making it easier for people to visit friends, work in different regions, or enjoy leisure trips. These fast trains also help reduce road congestion and pollution by offering a greener alternative to cars and airplanes. The simple idea of speeding up train travel shows us that innovation in transportation can bring people closer together and boost local economies. Part 98: 5G networks. Supercharging mobile connectivity before 5G networks. Mobile internet was slower and sometimes struggled to keep up with the demands of modern devices. Then someone had a simple idea: create a new generation of mobile networks that are much faster and more reliable. This idea led to the development of 5G technology, which offers super-fast downloads, low delays, and the ability to connect many devices at once. 5G networks not only improve everyday tasks like streaming videos or playing games, but they also support advanced technologies like smart cities, self-driving cars, and remote surgery. With 5G, mobile devices become even more powerful tools for communication and learning. This simple idea of boosting connectivity shows us how better networks can help drive progress and keep our increasingly digital world running smoothly. Part 99: Eco-friendly building materials. Constructing a greener future before eco-friendly building materials. Construction often relied on traditional materials like concrete and brick, which could harm the environment by using a lot of energy and resources. Then someone had a simple idea: develop new materials that are sustainable, energy efficient, and less harmful to nature. This idea turned into eco-friendly building materials made from recycled or renewable resources. These materials help reduce waste and lower energy consumption in buildings, making houses and offices not only stronger and more modern, but also kinder to the planet. Eco-friendly materials can include everything from recycled plastic bricks to bamboo flooring and innovative insulation that saves energy. This simple idea shows us that by choosing better materials, we can build a greener, healthier future for our communities. Part 100: Social entrepreneurship. Doing business for a better world before social entrepreneurship. Most businesses focused mainly on making a profit. Then someone had a simple idea: use business to solve social and environmental problems while still earning money. This idea led to social entrepreneurship, where companies and organizations work to make a positive impact on communities and the world. Social entrepreneurs create businesses that address issues like poverty, education, health, and the environment. They use innovative ideas to tackle big challenges, often working with local communities to create sustainable solutions. This simple idea shows us that when profit and purpose work together, business can become a powerful tool for positive change, making the world a better place for everyone. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the greatest 100 ever. We hope you enjoyed seeing how every achievement, no matter how small it seemed at first, has helped shape our modern world. From fire and the wheel to digital innovations and sustainable technologies. Each part of our story reminds us that every big breakthrough starts with a simple idea. Remember, the spirit of innovation is something that lives in all of us. Every idea has the power to make a difference. Keep exploring, learning, and dreaming big, because the next great achievement could start with your simple idea. Until next time, stay curious and keep reaching for greatness.